written by Gary Robinson and illustrated by Jesse Hummingbird. And they are Choctaw and Cherokee, respectively. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the teepee, not a creature was stirring, nothing crawly, nothing creepy. Moccasins were hung from the lodge poles with care, in hopes that old Red Shirt in time would be there. The kids were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of choke cherries danced in their heads. I in my Pendleton and Ma in her skins had just cuddled up cozy against cold winter winds. When out in the camp rose a noise so humongous, I thought a wildcat had sneaked in among us. Up I jumped and ran through the clutter, threw back the flap, and made the lodge shudder. The moon and the stars in the night sky were a-blinking like the headlight that shines on my '69 Lincoln. When what to my wondering eyes did show but an old wooden sleigh and 8 buffalo. With a plump little driver who looked so well fed, I thought for a bit he was flying fry bread. Like the thundering clouds, these mammoths they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Harjo, now Red Bull, now Chino and Cola, on Tall Chief, on White Cloud, on Sam and Yahola. To the top of the trees, to the top of the bushes, haul your fat fur and move out your big tushes, like pine cones caught up and all tossed by a whirlwind, suspended in air by the magic of medicine. Up to the lodge top, the bison they soared, with a sleigh of commodities, goodies, and more. Then in a moment, they froze there in space, and I felt the color all drain from my face. I turned back inside just as quick as a wink, as down the smoke hole old Red Shirt did sink, dressed in red buckskins from his head to his foot, with beadwork and fringes, he looked really good. A medicine bundle he had by his side, on his back a large bag made of buffalo hide. A headdress he wore on his head like a crown, made of white turkey feathers, all tipped in brown. His skin was as wrinkled as sun-baked earth, but none of these things really told of his worth. His face was like granite, his features so timeless. I knew that his soul held nothing but kindness. He spoke not a word, used sign language instead, and filled all the moccasins with toys and fry bread. And then, like smoke rising into the night, he gave me a wink and took to his flight. Up through the smoke hole into the sleigh, wakening his team with a hearty hook-a-hey. And I heard him exclaim as they roared out of sight, Merry Christmas to all my relations and to all a good night.